Hello everyone, this is Emmanuel Concha. I'm gonna talk in the search of peace. The Ten Commandments from the Bible should be displayed in public areas. Well, first of all, we all want to be treated on equal opportunities. We want to live in a peaceful place, right? We in a right government, etc., right? But who or how do we guide into that? How can we tell what is right and what is wrong? So that's why the Ten Commandments stands for in the first place, or rules. Okay, most of my information came from organizations such as Billy Graham Evangelistic Association, Crossway Organization, and Chalcedon that edu. Okay, so what are those stone tablets? According to the advocate meets Wayne Wilkins, she say in one of her reports that a lot of people think that when God was putting or setting up those Ten Commandments to the Israelites, like to making the Jews, the Hebrews, etc., he was just a grumpy God trying to oppress his people. But what God was only doing, it was setting those boundaries, um, setting what is wrong, what is right, what actions are approved for Him. And so nothing is wrong with that. He was just trying to make us life in a better place. Because if I don't kill anyone's mom, no one is gonna kill my mom. So and that's how we get in a peaceful place. But where do we locate those Ten Commandments? Well, according to Billy Graham, the most Ten Commandments used are found in Exodus chapter 20 and Deuteronomy chapter 5. Because there is a lot of commandments on the Jewish, mainly people, but he say that all the other commandments were made um for the religious leaders of her religion or his religion. Okay, so the Ten Commandments are used in America in the first colonization in America. In the colonial America, the church was the hub of the community and social life. It was frequently a center for news regarding community, colonial, and international affairs. So when first the British people came into America, the great place, right? Um, they set those rules, boundaries, limits that they were uh, using in Britannia. So they came with those rules here. So here we can live up to those boundaries. Now in the 1609 chapter of Virginia's Colony Codes King James, he say, "It shall be necessary for all such as inhabit within the precincts of Virginia to determine to live together in the fear and true worship of Almighty God, Christian peace and civil quietness." So here is not a statement to push all the people into a Christian religion. King James said that in order to make the place a better place to live in, treating each other with respect. Once again, the Ten Commandments are not for pushing people into a religion, neither Jews, Hebrews, Christian, Catholic, Orthodox, etc. The Ten Commandments were made for God, for us, so we can live in a better place, respecting each other. Okay, but nowadays, how do we use those Ten Commandments in our days? Well, in the juries, political officials, armed forces, such as army, navy, etc., etc., civil service personnel, etc., etc. When we sign a contract, we say, "So God help, so help me God." Once again, this is not for pushing us into a religion. So it's just make it clear that we want to do the right thing, the right decision, the right actions. And in the dollar bill, we can also find the word says, "In God we trust." It's a way to say that we want to be clear in our actions. We want to be transparent. We want to be honest to other people. That's what that phrase is stand for. So conclusion is that the Ten Commandments in public areas are not for pushing people into a certain religion. The Ten Commandments in public areas are for a reminder that we are people, we are human beings. We know how to treat each other with respect. Um, so it's just like any other piece of art that were so useful in the past. It's just kind of like that it's just setting boundaries for us to live in a better place. Thank you so much for your attention.